Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me here today. It would not be the same without you. All I really want to say is that you are awesome. That's it. I love you. Thanks. Bye. Wait, no, we have something else to talk about. How could I forget? Patreon, of course. So, some of you guys who've been stuck around for a little bit, you'll know what Spend More Time in the Wild is all about. So our goal, our mission statement is to inspire and empower individuals to get outside for the benefit of mental and physical health, whilst building meaningful connections with the natural world and those around us. So the project as a whole has got YouTube, there's got the wild walks that I lead every single month, there's different speaking engagements that I might do, and workshops, well-being workshops throughout the country and educational places, a whole load of different stuff. And basically I have this big old vision for this project to hopefully reach more people and to change more lives, but I need your help, and that is where Patreon comes into the picture. So Patreon, if you've not heard of that before, which potentially you might have done, as I say, if you've been around for a little bit, if you've been on any of my group walks, I might have just nudged you, like, what do you think of this idea? Or, you know, on my different podcasts, for example, that I've been on, and my newsletter, and across my social media channels, I've mentioned it, I put it out there, because while Spend More Time in the Wild is a project that I oversee, you guys, the tribe, very much make it happen. I could not be here doing this without you. We could not be changing lives without your help. Collectively, you guys really are amazing, hence why I started with that. So Patreon is an online platform. It's designed for creators essentially to support their projects so they can either diversify their channel content so that they can reach more people, they can offer more content, higher quality content, basically wherever they want to invest that time and energy. Patreon is designed to help to do that, whilst, now this is the key bit, sort of opening the doors for the tribe or their followers and their community to get involved in a different way. So I'm super excited because over the last few months I've been working very hard, sort of just doing my morning walk, sort of preying on some downloads, and I've now put together a Patreon page which is officially live. Skadoosh! It's been a lot of hard work, but I really am very enthused by this. I would not put this out there if I did not feel that this would benefit the project and benefit you guys, part of the tribe. So essentially what I've done is I put together different memberships which are all named after trees because we love trees and you guys can join them, and then the finances and the resources that Patreon will provide will all be fed back into Spend More Time in the Wild. Now the analogy I've sort of come up with here is we have a steam train, right? Who doesn't like a good steam train? So the Patreon will basically be providing the coal for the steam train, providing the coal for Spend More Time in the Wild. And then we've got our steam train, it's going past glacial rivers and up and down mountain passes and through beautiful forests. It's all rather wonderful. But of course we need that coal to keep that train going. And the thing is, behind the train, so you can see the engine all glorious and sparkly in the sunlight, but behind it we have got carriages. Now those carriages represent the different elements of Spend More Time in the Wild. So yes, YouTube is part of that, as I've already mentioned. So within YouTube we have got the day walking videos that I do, we've got the tips and advice videos, we've got the gear review videos, we've got the sort of health and well-being, mindfulness, mental health sort of stuff videos. There's a big carriage, that one. And then in the store shed further down the railway line, actually we're going that way, I've decided, we're going right. Further down the railway line is a store shed, and in that store shed are lots of carriages, and those carriages represent the different ways that I can diversify the channel content. And there are so many things that I would love to bring to Spend More Time in the Wild, but I am one single person, and yes, I do work very hard and I'm engaged with this, but I know that some more support, and Patreon will offer that support, will open the doors for me to be able to diversify channel content, bring more people on board, reach more people, change more lives. I'm super pumped about this. Now there might be one thing you've noticed that I've not mentioned. Where is it, Abbie? The long distance walks. So of course, as well as, you know, the day walk videos I do, everything I've just mentioned, the workshops, the walks that I lead, I do long distance walks every single year. They're documentary films that I produce, usually about 2 hours long at most, following trails around the world. They obviously have some kind of key message fed in throughout the film, whether that's about our mindset, whether it's about embracing the journey or learning to thrive or chasing beauty in the ordinary, whatever it is, those are the long distance films. Now they are separate from Patreon, and this is where I really want to make that distinction very clear. So every single year, again, if you've been around for a while, you will see that I run a Kickstarter campaign. So Kickstarter is fully designed to fund the long distance trails that I do each year. Of course, the goal that I'm trying to raise each year will vary, and of course that's why I run a Kickstarter campaign. And again, it allows you guys to get involved with the long distance projects, whether that's featuring the credits, whether that's having Skype calls with me to help you plan your own trips, whatever it is, whether it's merchandise that's limited edition, it all goes on Kickstarter. So keep an eye out, because I tend to launch that sort of around April, May time each year. So with regards to Patreon, this is different. Patreon is basically, oh, train's going past. Hey look, a train, it worked! Right, focus, Abbie. Patreon is essentially funding the foundation, is funding the heart of Spend More Time in the Wild. That, I don't know if you can hear that train, but that's getting me quite excited right now. So coming back to what will you guys get out of Patreon? Well, essentially, you are officially, of course, a member of the tribe, whether you just follow on social media, whether you subscribe to YouTube, like that is enough. Like that makes a huge difference to me here, running this campaign, running this project, trying to reach people. So I want to thank you so much. And if that's all you're doing, that is enough. You are enough. Just thank you for being here. But if you want to take your engagement in the project a little bit further, if you really want to be the change, then getting involved with Patreon is an amazing way to do that, because essentially within those memberships, within those tree memberships, I have broken down different rewards. So whether that's featuring on the Patreon page of my website, whether that is you know, being entered into prize draws where you can win the opportunity to feature in videos, or to get different kit and stuff that I get on the trail, on my travels, wherever I go, whether that is actually having some one-to-one coaching sessions with me. So I'm a trained personal trainer. I'm also working as a life coach and a nutritional therapist. I'm training up in that. I'm a qualified personal trainer, let's get this right, and training in life coaching and nutritional therapy. But of course, I have a YouTube channel, I have a project, I have a business model. So if you guys need any help with that, or if you literally just need help packing your pack, planning an expedition, that's all there as well. There's a whole load of different stuff. I really just encourage you to take a look. And of course, the best thing about this, the sort of medium tiers, is you can access the Patreon community. So YouTube and social media are full of very mixed opinions, but Patreon is an exclusive place, and I really want it to be a safe place, and this is where I'm going to really build on ideas and develop ideas, and you guys are going to sort of be the clouds in my sky and help me figure out what to do with this project. So you can feed in to the different things that I'm going to be working on. It's going to be a very healthy space, it's going to be a very encouraging space, a very inspiring space. There's going to be live sessions every month. Those could be Q&As, those could be actual doing mindfulness sessions together, those could be, you know, tips and advice, whatever it is basically you guys want, we'll be doing it, we'll be hanging out. You'll have so much more time and connection with me. It's going to be much more one-to-one and much more in a group setting. It's not just going to be here's a video and it's separate in that way. You're going to be very much involved. You're going to have your boots on, you're going to be thigh deep in the mud, but we're going to love it and be cheering each other on. So that is Patreon. So please do have a look at the website. The link is below. Don't worry if you can't get involved now, it's going to be up for a while, there is no rush, but I really just encourage you to give it a go if you'd like to get involved and Spend More Time in the Wild and support it in a whole new way. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and once again, I really cannot emphasize enough, thank you for just being here, thank you for being part of the tribe. By showing up, you are giving me so much courage and everybody else so much courage. So let's walk forward into each new day, giving it our best, being our best, and loving each other, being kind, and of course, staying wild. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Skadoosh! Woo!